some of my fears and habits. Special thanks to Tristan who sent me this idea over Twitter. A weird fear I've always had is that Josh Groban would totally fall in love with me. This fear started years ago when I had this like random nightmare that my parents had set up an arranged marriage for me and Josh Groban. I was like, I do not want to get married to Josh Groban. I don't even like him. I don't know him. But it turned out that Josh Groban was like really in love with me, and he kept on singing to me all the time. Like, he would not stop singing to me. He kept on romantically getting close to my face and singing like, and I was like, shut up. For some reason, that nightmare really stuck with me. I have this really bad habit of making super long shower playlists and then staying in the shower until every single song is played. And the worst part is that I'm not even using my time wisely. I'm just singing and dancing, straight up twerking in the tub. Then when I get out, I'm like, oh, I didn't even shave or condition my hair. I guess I have to make another playlist and go back in. And then 2 hours later, I'm like, what happened to my skin? My skin is so like wrinkly and soggy, it's just like falling off of my bones like rotting flesh. Bad habit. Another habit that I do probably every single day is crack my back. It's like I get this like built up pressure in my spine and it feels really achy and it doesn't stop until I just crack it all up. And then I get real relaxed. I'm pretty sure my spine is so messed up. I have this very specific disgust/phobia of wet paper. It's kind of in the same boat for me as like used nasty band-aids on the street that are like getting rained on. I can't deal with that. I just feel like paper wasn't designed to be wet. Unless it's like a paper towel that's designed to be wet, that's okay. But in general, paper should be kept dry. Unless you're making paper mache. Okay, I understand that. But other than that, keep your paper dry. I think it all started in first grade when I was sitting next to this kid, Ricardo, and he was like always bothering me. But this one day he spilled a whole bottle of water on the floor, and the floors at our school were disgusting. I mean, they never, ever got cleaned. But I guess Ricardo didn't want to waste the water because he threw down a loose leaf piece of paper. Then he took his pencil, which had its own little paper name tag on it, and it was all gray and dirty from his hand gunk, and it was peeling off, and it had been chewed up. It was just nasty. So he took that pencil, which was already gross enough, and then scooped up that piece of paper and held it over his face and looked me in the eyes and slurped on it. And he drank the water. I mean, that's gross. I could see the dirt on the paper. Another gross memory I have about dirty wet paper is riding the bus in like 90-degree weather with little kids who had stickers on their foreheads that were all soggy and ripped apart and just like surfing on their nasty little sweaty foreheads. They just look like disgusting dirty monsters with like gross paper in the gluey part. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here before I lose all my mystery. But before I leave, Skype is giving us the chance to ask Simon Cowell whatever we want. You can ask him anything. I'd be like, hey Simon, did you know you were creating a whole new religion when you formed Fifth Harmony? Now that man bands are a thing, if you had to be in your own man band, who'd you want in your group? Oh, hey Simon, could you just confirm Zane's number? I mean, I already have it. I just need to make sure it's right in my phone. What is it? If your question gets chosen, you can win some cool ass prizes. I know right now you're like, what's cool ass? And you want to know what's cool ass? Free One Direction tickets. That's what's cool ass. I've been trying to get One Direction tickets forever and I cannot get them. You could win them by asking Simon a question. I'm losing my cool. Alright, I gotta cool down. Go to asksimon.skype.com and live out your Simon Cowell dreams. That wraps up Coffee Chat.